আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL সকার নাইট। সৌজন্যে নীলাজ হোম লিমিটেড, প্রবাসে মায়ের হাতের ছোঁয়া।
Welcome back for round 2 of the ILFL Soccer Night show, and here is where we do have the heavyweight contest. It was that First Division contest, which probably would be a Premier Division one next season. It was Reach Out versus SCTA, hotly anticipated, and we were all eager to see what would happen there. The cameras went down there to record it, to bring it back for us and for you to see what happened. So here it is, the highlights of the big game in the First Division, Reach Out versus SCTA.
We're joining the First Division today, top table battle, SCTA versus Reach Out. So both joints on the same points. SCTA with a game in hand, it's raining down, it's perfect, just what we want for a Sunday game. So let's get these guys up and running and see how they get on. Okay, so there we have it. Reach Out versus SCTA finished 2-1. I've got with me Michael of Reach Out manager. So Michael, I mean, talk us through second week on the row, 2-1 loss. Not big losses, narrow losses, but I mean, flying through the start. Tell us what's happened.
I think we've been a little bit complacent in the last couple of weeks. I feel as though, given the last two results, we definitely can bounce back next week. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
Today, I mean, you were up against an SCTA side who, as you can see, well organised, definitely your title contenders. I mean, what have you learnt from today?
That there's good teams in this league, and you can't take teams for granted. They played really well first half, they were fantastic. Second half they dropped off a little bit, but I mean they deserve the win. They've got good players and they are organised and they're a good side, so it's good.
I don't know if you see the show, but obviously all the guys back in the office, they're vying for you guys to actually win this league, being debutants, but we've been impressed so far. You're still in the cups, both cups. It's amazing that you've got the same team drawn, a lower division team. So how are you for your two cups that you're in under division?
Yeah, we just we take every game as it comes. I mean, we don't really look at the games. We don't look at games ahead. We just look at the game that we're going to play and just try and win every game, basically. So.
Okay. Well, Michael, thank you very much. And there we have it. Reach Out versus SCTA finished 1-2.
The big game demanded a big performance, and I'm sure both teams gave it, but somebody had to come away with the points, and it was SCTA this time. 2-1 winners against Reach Out, their second defeat now, 2 games in a row. They've not been able to come away with the goods. But the boys to my right are smiling, and they're going to tell us all about it. Cameras, I have to come to you first. It was a good win, a credible win. We've been on here and I've heard Rashid talking about what a great team Reach Out are, so it had to be an even better performance from you on the day.
First and foremost, it was a great game, David, like you said. I think we've got to give Reach Out its due credit because, they played a part in that game. It was really enthralling, and good luck to Reach Out for the rest of the season. I'm sure, I have no doubt they'll get promoted and they'll make a very good addition to the Premiership. But we're here to talk about SCTA, and it was a great win. The lads were up for it. One of the players is here on my right. The early goals we took in the first half really helped out because Reach Out came at us in the last 20 minutes and they scored that goal in the 91st minute.
We have to talk about the players themselves. I mean, you're the guys that go out there and do all the blood and guts and the sweat and the tears for 90 minutes. I wanted to say it this way, though. It must be great to come up against, when you're up against an equal foe who's going to give you equal football. There's respect there, but you have to bring your A game to the table.
Oh, yeah. We've had some tough fixtures along the season, but they've been quite comfortable. The scoreline says it all, but yesterday it was the clash of the Titans, the top of the table position up for grabs, and we've heard a lot about Reach Out, we've heard a lot about their results as well, but I've got to say the lads that we've got in the team, they bring it, and week in, week out they're putting 100% in, and as comfortable as the performance you might have seen in the footage, it was actually quite a tough game. They did come back right at the end, but we were quite confident that we were going to pull out a result. We've come back from 2-3 down in the past. I mean, we were 2-0 down against Beaumont. We've come back to win that 6-2, and we've had a couple of results like that where we've come from behind. So there's a lot of resilience in the team, and I think that's the key part of the team. So
is it all about kicking on from here? I mean, if you go into the next game now and you lose that, you're almost back to square one, aren't you?
Well, the next fixture we've got is the cup game against Stepney. That's definitely going to test our resilience. But I think in terms of the league, it's just a home straight now because we've practically played most of the teams now. We've got 6 wins out of 6, a couple of games left, and then next round starts. If we do the same again, title's ours.
Oh. But early to be calling it a home straight, I have to say. I mean, football's a funny game, and we know anything can happen. You heard him speak there about the next round. The next game for them is the next round of the Cup, and we're going to be talking about that We're going to talk about Vets League, and we're going to talk a little bit more about SCTA Reach Out and look at the rest of the results in the ILFL League when we come back after this short break.
আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL সকার নাইট। সৌজন্যে নীলাজ হোম লিমিটেড, প্রবাসে মায়ের হাতের ছোঁয়া।